What is up, all you Pokemon lovers? Hope you guys are all doing well on this beautiful Monday. I had a video originally planned, and then I went back to upload the video and I kind of had a change of heart. I made the video probably a month ago, but with all of this good news of the Dragon set, Dragona Perdosa, or Dragona in Japanese, and the Team Rocket set officially announced, I had a complete change of heart. And my original video was talking about how if Pokemon keeps on going down this road of a very niche, very specific Gen 9 DLC sets, we might be in some troubled waters for the next couple of sets. But as Pokemon always does, it just completely dropped some bombshell of news with that Team Rocket set. And we know the Dragon set was coming, which I was insanely hyped for. But it finally seems and feels like the back half of Pokemon is, as it always is, the best part of the era. I am a huge Gen 9 fan. I loved all the sets. Besides the news of that new terrestrial set that's gonna come out after Night Wonder, I am very curious to see what they do with that set. I wasn't a huge fan of that little terrestrial turtle, I forget what his name is. So I definitely had my doubts when it came to them announcing Stellar Miracle, and the main mascot of that set was being that little turtle, the terrestrial turtle in the DLC. I didn't play the DLC, but it just wasn't a Pokemon specifically for me. But man, is Pokemon so predictable with this back end of their Pokemon sets, and now we have this news, and now I'm officially stoked. So the main question for today's video that I kind of want to just bounce back off and forth with you guys in the comment section is the Scarlet and Violet era the golden age of Pokemon? So why I say the golden age is because the Sword and Shield era was an amazing era, but there was a lot of reasons why the Sword and Shield era was so popular, and not really because of how great the art was in the chase cards. I strongly believe that the Scarlet and Violet era has way better art than the Sword and Shield era, and for some reason people still do not like the Scarlet and Violet era. My favorite Sword and Shield era set is Crown Zenith and V-Star Universe. Absolutely amazing set. Will go down as probably the best set in that era. I know Evolving Skies is Evolving Skies because of the price points, and the art is absolutely amazing, but I think that V-Star Universe has so much options in that set. It has evolutions, has legendaries, it has Darkrai, it has Deoxys, so many popular characters that we don't really see in a lot of these sets. So let me make my argument of why the Scarlet and Violet era is the golden era. So for my first point, and probably the biggest point of today's video, is of course Pokemon 151. I believe that Pokemon 151 definitely brought in a lot of those Gen 1 fans, and a lot of fans that just don't really collect Pokemon like that, and now they're officially here in the hobby, hopefully to stay. Maybe that Dragon set is going to keep them around, and definitely the Team Rocket set is going to bring in so many old collectors back, because it's going to have that Pokemon 151 effect. So I'm very curious to see how popular Pokemon gets after that set. My second point of why this is the golden era is because of the pull rates. The pull rates are amazing. We see a lot of those top cards can't even break the $100 mark. And in the Scarlet and Violet era, those big cards were pretty big cards pretty much right off the jump. I don't believe that the Scarlet and Violet era is going to have those commanding $300, $500, $800 cards, because the pull rates are just so much better. There's so much more to chase after. There's not a lot of fluff. It feels really good getting a few art rares and special illustration rares in not that many booster boxes. You don't have to spend an arm and a leg to get your actual chase cards, which is great. It's so good for the hobby, and this hobby doesn't need to be expensive for all of us to get exactly what we want out of the set. Obviously, buying singles is the smart way to go about it, but if you like to crack open rips and packs, it's not that bad of a financial move compared to the Sword and Shield XY and Sun and Moon. If you guys are new to the Pokemon hobby like I was, I came back early into the Sword and Shield era. I opened up a little bit of Sun and Moon, no XY, but definitely go into Discords or Reddits and find older threads, do your history, and see how bad those sets were in the past and how absolutely spoiled we are in the Scarlet and Violet era, despite if you like it or not. So I'm really excited for these up and coming sets. I just hope that for the Team Rocket set, we don't get no celebration style cards. And when I say that, I mean a reprint of a card with just a celebrations or a Team Rocket stamp. I would hate that. That's the only way I think that they can completely blow it, but I don't think it will. I think Scarlet and Violet definitely has an art style. It definitely has a very specific theme to the Scarlet and Violet era compared to all other eras have their own style. So I think that it's going to be its own thing. I think that they're going to crush it out of the park, and I'm very curious to see when that big evolution style set is going to come in with all of these amazing arts. It's going to be insane. I cannot wait. I really think Pokemon learned from their past mistakes of what works and what doesn't work. Like, they scrapped those gold cards pretty quick. They do have like a sort of a gold card, but there's like bluish cards now that are now taking the place of like the rainbow cards, which are cool. But I really think Pokemon learns from its mistakes and hears us out. I mean, they took out the rainbow cards. The gold cards still exist, but they're a different pattern. Like in the full arts, and I really think that when it comes to knock these big sets out of the park, they are going to. I mean, you just look at Pokemon 151 and it is so popular. I think it's a really good set. It's a beautiful set. It's kind of small. I kind of wish that they made it like twice as big. They could have done so much more with it, but that's for a whole another video. It's great, and I believe that the Team Rocket set is going to be pretty similar to that. I just hope that it's a little bit bigger. So now I'm going to turn it to you guys. Are you guys all super stoked for Dragona Perdosa? Believe, could be wrong, and or the new Team Rocket set? Are they gonna knock out a park? Are they going to blow it? Let me know that or anything in the comment section down below. I will catch you guys tomorrow with a fresh new video, and until then, peace.